Hey guys, Happy New Year. This is my first video for 2026. Okay, welcome back to another tutorial by Shayna's Home DIY and Crafts. In today's video, we're going to take a little spin on things. If this is something you're interested in knowing about or learning about, then you guys could just hang around. If it's not your first time here, welcome back. And if it's your first time, welcome. Alright guys, so here I am. I'm currently at the hospital. So keep watching because I'm not going to get into the teas yet. Okay, so here I'm at the hospital. This is like 6:30 in the morning, getting prepped for surgery. Okay, here we are. We're in our pre-op. We're already registered and everything, and I didn't get to make a big video. I just did a little video so I could get small clips because you know what, your girl wasn't feeling well. Okay, so here we are. We got some hospital socks, gown, and cap and everything, and we're getting ready for the OR. And meanwhile this was going on, we do have a broken foot at the same time. So this is, a lot been going on. So if you're not new here, and I know a lot of you guys been like, she's not posting, yeah, it's a lot going on. But anyways, I just decided to find peace with myself to share this part of my journey with you guys, as my channel is not about my personal life, it's more about crafts. So I'm just being silly right here as I'm trying to motivate myself not to be nervous for the OR. So guys, I have uterine fibroids. Okay, I'm not pregnant. Uterine fibroids. I also have a lot of polyps too. This is something I've been struggling with. So here I am, just making that video, showing you guys my socks again, because of course I didn't want to put my socks on because I have that boot on. So it was kind of weird. I have to like take all of those off, get the sock on, and get into that stretcher because I didn't want to put my foot on the hospital floor. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, here we are prepping ready. The doctor came in, got her consent signed and everything, and we're gonna get her surgery done today. Of that day. Okay, so here's a picture again just before surgery. So like I said, I've been struggling with uterine fibroids, and it's not no joke. For anybody who come across this picture, this video, I don't think that anybody will understand what it means when you suffer from uterine fibroids unless they're going through it, or maybe a doctor. So this is after surgery. I mean, it went by fast. I was out, knocked out. I mean, I woke up and I'm like, wait, is it done? I didn't remember moving from pre-op to go to OR because they knocked me out in pre-op before they take me away. Very light. I'm very light on drugs. As soon as they give me that medicine, I was gone. So here I am. I'm up and just trying to figure out what's next. So uterine fibroids, guys, is no joke, and it messes with a lot of different areas in females, like your confidence, your emotion, and all that stuff. Your cycle is just bad. Infertility is very bad. So I'm not gonna get into all of that detail, but you can go ahead and Google or ask ChatGPT about fibroids. I just wanted to share my surgery. This is what I looked like after I got home, very tired, needed to get some rest. And like I said, I want to share my journey with you guys is because it's not my first surgery for fibroids. So here, my neighbor did come up. She doesn't want her face to be seen, so we're going to black that out. She did came up and she stayed with me. This is my old neighbor from my old house. If you guys are not new here, that's my neighbor from my old house. She always come up to where I live now to visit. So she came, she stayed with me the night before surgery, stayed with me the night after, and 2 more nights. So she spent three nights with me, 2 nights with me in 3 days, which was great. So I wasn't by myself. So that's it. We're having dinner. I look a little bit more happier. It's the same day. See, I'm wearing the same clothes. So this is what I look like 1 week post-op. This is 1 week post-op. You could already see where my stomach start going in. But keep watching. You guys going to see some crazy pictures at the end. If you make it this far throughout the video, keep watching. You'll see some crazy pictures at the end. So yeah. So 1 week post-op, we're getting there. I'm so happy. I feel so much better. I feel so light. I'm telling you, these fibers, heavy. They're heavy. I've never had a kid before, but I wonder if that's what it feels like to be pregnant. Like, it's heavy. Your back hurt and everything. It's a load you're carrying, and it's a bunch of them. So here I am squeezing my fingers into my thumb, into my belly. Sorry, into my stomach. Squeezing my fingers in my belly so you guys could see. If you keep watching, you'll see. My stomach was so big. It was hard as a rock. It was harder than a pregnant lady belly. You couldn't push your hands or your finger into my stomach like I was doing. And this is 2 weeks post-op. You already see me start looking like, start looking, we're not 100% there, but at least there's a big difference. Fibroids is no joke. Okay, and guys, a lot of female, if you're a female and you're watching this, a lot of you guys have fibroids and don't know because you have irregular menstrual, painful menstrual, a lot of blood clots coming out. It shouldn't be. We shouldn't have this much pain during our cycle. We shouldn't have all these clot during our cycle, and we shouldn't have this heavy flow. This fibroid, like I said, is not my first surgery. This is my second surgery. 5 years apart? Before I get the fibroid belly. So yeah. So just make sure if you, and this right here, guys, is like same 2 weeks. I'm just 2 weeks after surgery, so I'm just taking more picture here to show you guys. But if you have an heavy period, a lot of blood clots, cramping, pain, check it out with your doctor. Go get examined. Before you start getting the fibroid gut like I do. So this is the fibroid gut. I look like I'm 9 months pregnant with my stomach dropping. Because of this, I don't go anywhere, or I wear big sweaters to work, because one of the most embarrassing thing is when somebody asks you when you're due. I mean, yeah, it's not their business, but it's very uncomfortable because they don't know. But at the same time, mind your business. You see what I'm saying? So I just told you, like, look, and I gained some weight as well. But the stomach, when I said I couldn't breathe because that fibroids, they're pushing up on my diaphragm, and also back pain, plus a busted foot at that time. Oh, it was terrible. So I finally decided to have the surgery. I was supposed to have the surgery, but then I broke my foot, so they have to put that off, and yada yada. Long story short, but thank God I did have it over and done with, and I'm doing great so far. But I've learned that recently I have 2 more came back. So literally 2 months after my surgery, 2 more fibroids came back, and it just doesn't stop, you know. And if like there's like a lot of natural herbalists and people out there, this one lady, I forget her name, but she always, Sasha, I think, she always say it does go away. You could do all the surgery you want, do everything, it's gonna come right back. You got to get to the root cause. So, you know, I try to change my diet, I try to do everything, but it's also genetics. So I hope that these 2, only have 2 now, one is a little bigger than the other. So I hope with the diet changing and I'm not feeding the fibroid so much, then life will be better. But that's a fibroid gut right there. That's a big old fibroid gut. Look like I'm 9 months pregnant, about to give birth. But Shayna isn't pregnant. This is just me sharing my journey of what's going on, since a lot of people been reaching out to me asking if I'm okay. It's just a lot. This is just one thing I'm sharing with you guys, but I have a lot going on. And yeah, so I haven't been posting, so I think I owe you guys to, well, I don't owe you guys. I really don't. I really don't. But I feel like, you know, I want to share this journey with you guys, and not only you guys, but other people who are out there wondering, thinking, I'm just gaining weight, I have belly fat. Nah, man, that's not belly fat. Belly fat is soft and soggy. This was hard as a rock. So that's not no belly fat. And every time when it's time for my monthly cycle, it push up on my diaphragm. You could feel, at one point I thought I had a hernia, because the fibroids, I have so much of them, it push up on my diaphragm. And I also have polyps as well with this, that they found out. I didn't have polyps before, it was just a fiber, but no polyps. So yeah, that's what's going on over here at Shayna's Home DIY and Craft. We were out, we had a rough year, but we're so grateful because life is good. We're still alive, we're doing okay, and we can't complain because it could have been worse. And there's a lot more people who have it worse, because guess what? They're no longer walking on top of the ground. They're 6 foot under, and I'm still walking on top of the ground. So I just have to give thanks for everything that's going on. And yeah, and if you guys keep watching, just before we get to the last clip, you're gonna see that's another fibroid belly prior, like 5 years ago, before my surgery. So it was worse than this couple years ago. This time I didn't make it get so bad, but it did get bad because of the anemia and everything, and the constant iron infusion. It's constant, like, it's just constant. So at least it's giving me a break for now. We'll see. So this was my first day back off work. I was feeling really confident. Got my big t-shirt on, but I felt light. Even my neck looked longer. You see that? Meaning, girl, you know, you see that? Girl looks skinnier and stuff. Yeah, there's me right there. Oh, yeah. So I'm not fat, okay? I'm not fat. It's just that big gut that makes me look fat, okay? All right. So yes, guys, that's all I have to share with you guys, to show you guys what's going on over here at Shayna's Home DIY and Craft. And I'm going to try my best to get back in business. The next thing is my phone does not have any storage in it. So it's hard to edit videos, which is already in it because I have no storage. Also, it's hard to make videos because, again, I have no storage. Now remember that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Until next time, be blessed and bye for now.